How to be a manly man for Jesus. Number one, to be a man, you have to be responsible. To be a man, you have to be responsible. Grow up. Stop blaming your wife for everything. Stop blaming your mom and dad for everything. Stop blaming your boss for everything. Stop blaming the kid down the street who picked on you as a kid for everything. Shut up and be a man. Grow up. Get a job. Get a haircut. Take a shower. I don't say this to get a snicker. I say this because most of these men out there are boys. They want to have sex and they want to get lots of money, but they don't want to do anything. They want lots of money, but they don't want to go out and get a 9-to-5 job. Oh, come now. You can't. Geez. We had this incredible opportunity when the church first got started. We had a bunch of young men join the church, and they were desperately seeking a job. And I was like, man, I can understand it's hard. A lot of you guys are high school dropouts, and you screwed up. You made a mistake there. I understand it's hard to get a job. So you know what? I'll help you. I'll go out there, put my reputation on the line. I'll walk up and down Off Street, talking with business owners and saying, hey, here's the deal. I have somebody who's looking to get a job. All right, I'll vouch for you, okay? As a pastor, I'll vouch for you. And I got all these job applications saying, send them in, send them in, send them in. All they have to do is fill out the application, come in for an interview, and we'll hire them. That's it. It's a sure bet. I went back to these guys and said, dude, here you go. Not one of them took a job. I can't work at McDonald's, man. Dude, I can't work at Body Shop. Dude, they want me to work Friday night. It's not a man. It's a boy. And a pathetic boy at that. Men are responsible to do whatever it takes to provide for their families and to provide for them to make sure that they're taken care of. Men don't look for handouts. Be a man. Be responsible. No a woman going to follow a boy. A woman will only follow a man. All right? Be responsible. Number 2. Be loving. Be loving. Have a heart. Real men cry at their wedding day, cry when they see their kids, and cry when they find Jesus. Outside of that, they don't cry. Okay? If you see a sunset and you start weeping just because it's a pretty sunset, we need to talk about that, all right? Okay? If you see Jesus in the sunset, then I'll give you a sympathy point, or I'll throw you a bone. But you can't just be a weepy emo guy, all right? To all you emos out there, I love you, but come on. All right? Those genes are not complimenting you, all right? We all know the emo genes, right? If not, see me afterwards. We'll talk about it. I don't know how they fit their legs inside of there unless they purposely starve themselves with bootstraps. I don't know. Anyway, moving right along. Be loving. Ain't no woman going to follow an abusive jerk. Ain't no woman going to follow a meathead. Ain't no man going to follow a meathead. Men, women, follow leaders who have a heart, and which is number 3, they serve. Real men are humble. A real leader knows how to serve. A real leader is not above his troops. A real leader gets down in the dirt and plays with and digs the trench hole with his troops. A real leader is willing to put his life on the line because he's responsible, he's loving, and he's humble. If more men would just do this, women wouldn't have to feel inferior. Women wouldn't have to feel like, there wouldn't be a vacuum for women to have to fill. I'm in New York. How do you guys know that there's these things called feminists inside New York, all right? They're there, all right? And they hang out in Forest Hills, and we talk with them, and they're like, oh, you're a Christian. You hate women. No! And I start talking with these people. I love it. I love my job. I get to talk with people. And here's the cool thing. You have the same job. You get to talk to people, too. And anyway, I talk to these feminists, and you talk to them, and they're like, there's no leadership. There's no this. And I'm like, I agree with you. And they talk about these sappy, mappy, nappy guys. I'm like, yeah, they suck. They're not men. They're boys with male parts. But they're not men. They're not men. If men would be men, there'd be no vacuum for women to try to usurp. The problem lies with men. Today I'm picking on men. I'm not picking on women. Picking on men. God's ticked off at more men than he is women. All right?